There's been a storyline in the National Basketball Association that's been gaining steam. People have been talking about it for a couple months now, and that is the relationship between players and referees. It's fractured. It's bad. And now the referees are going around to meet with every single team, and they're going to, quote, discuss rules, interpretations, on-court conduct, and the expectation of referees. Jalen, what do you think about this fractured relationship between these two camps of people?
Fake hustle.
Ooh, what's that mean? Explain.
What it means is that both parties are working really hard to be really good at their job.
Sure.
You have the elite basketball players in the game that are continuing to work on their craft to try to get every edge they can, including a foul call. Have you ever played basketball in someone's backyard or at the park, or ever watched basketball, high school, college, or pro, and the official makes a bad call, and the player says, you know what, that was a weak call. I don't even want to shoot the free throws.
Yeah, like that commercial. Like, yeah, it was actually off me. It was actually off me.
You know what? I'm just going to shoot these with my offhand because I didn't deserve this call.
It. Yeah. Karma.
Every time the whistle blows, the individuals who are rooting for a team, are coaching a team, or playing for the team, and they get that benefit, they're happy. And the people who don't, they're upset.
And they express their upsetness.
That's a basic thing that transpires in sports. Now, how it relates to this topic in the NBA, someone way more intelligent than me said insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So for the players, here's what has happened. They understand how to toe the line without crossing it. In 2005, the NBA instituted what was considered a Rasheed Wallace rule.
Explain what that is.
That if you got around 15 or 16 technical fouls total, you will now be suspended a game, if not more.
And you'll get suspended for every 2 techs after that.
And it ended up playing out for the Golden State Warriors via Draymond Green, and in my opinion, cost them a championship.
In your opinion.
So now the players understand. Prior to that, there were multiple players getting over 15 techs a year. Multiple. Okay? They weren't necessarily saying, oh, the refs don't talk to me enough.
They're not nice enough to me.
But here's what took place then. You're aggressive. There's a lot of testosterone happening. You can actually bump and be physical with your opponent and give a hard foul if you were frustrated, or actually throw a punch, which I don't encourage, if you got upset at the guy in front of you. Now you can't do that. So who do players take it out on when they get upset?
The referees.
The referee. Because before 2005, guys were getting over 15. Now, guys know, how many do I have? Kevin Durant? Oh, I got 10? Guess what?
Slow down.
He's not going to get suspended for a game because he's not going to go over the line.
Not only that, also it's a game check. If you get suspended for a game, that's a full game check. If you're Kevin Durant, that's 6 figures.
Correct. And so what clearly has taken place is the league has done an amazing job of building up teams. For example, when you play in a major market and you have a Porzingis, or you have a Joel Embiid, or you have Kuzma and Ball, these have become marquee names in major markets that are not even on contending teams. But people on those markets are really happy to have those players play for their squads.
Of course.
So the NBA has now flourished and created so many stars that every player think they need to get the benefit of the whistle. So now when the call goes against you, you're really upset if you think the ref is wrong. But now what is taking place is players are screaming and yelling about obvious calls that the official makes.
And that's the part that I know bothers you and bothers me too. And it's like, when you see the replay, you see the guy argue with the ref about a foul call, and then you see the replay and it's an obvious foul. That happens time and time again. And let's just take a look at some numbers, Chandler, because we don't do a lot of research on this program, but for this topic we did. If you look at the consistency of referees starting in the 2011 season, the fouls per game, pretty consistent. Team techs, actually probably down a little bit. It does vary a lot. Ejections have kind of ballooned in the last couple years.
Look at those numbers. If you say one is going to project this year to 510, that is zero comparison to just 2 years ago. There was 723.
Techs have gone down, it seems like.
And then in 2012, 680. So that makes my point exactly. This is where the league now feels they need to get their officials and the players in the same room and show them what we're showing them right now. It's not that we're behaving different, it's that you're taking it a lot different.
You're reacting different. Yeah, it's actually a very consistent number of fouls that gets called. And then a lot of people say, oh, well, there's new referees. The referee turnover has led to the refereeing not being as good. Not really.
But here's also what happened. Players have gotten more demonstrative.
Yeah, look right here.
And so when you're being really flamboyant about a call that goes against you, you're showing me up. Oh, and now you want to come scream and curse in my face and call me out of my name?
And you're turning the 20,000 people here against me, and now I'm getting yelled at?
And now I'm memes on social media, and my wife, my kids, people that love me get a chance to watch you scream in my face?
You think the referees don't watch the replays and see that they were actually right in the first place, and then see that you turned 20,000 people against me and I'm getting yelled at and I was right?
Sports is the only place where in society we visibly see individuals yelling at someone else that's 40, 50 years older than them.
And they don't respond.
You're 21 and you're screaming at me and I'm 55? Is that where we going?
It doesn't really happen anywhere else. That's a good point. I never really thought of it like that. I never really thought of it like that at all.